The public prosecutor's office here in Braunschweig, Germany, has started an investigation for murder against a 43-year-old German national. What you can take from that is that we think the girl is dead.
Well, joining me now for more on this is Jonah Kalgren, our reporter in Berlin. Oh, Jonah, good to see you there. Of course, you reported on this story extensively from the McCann's family hometown when it happened. What were your memories of that time?
Well, this was an extraordinary time, obviously. This case was a huge case. And already at the time when the parents were returning from Portugal, there were some criticisms. Some people were saying, listen, there's too much focus on this particular girl. A lot of children go missing every year in the world. Why is there so much focus on this girl? But in general, there was an enormous outpouring of support and solidarity with these parents. And I was there when they returned to their home after this extended time in Portugal, and when they walked from the car to their house in front of dozens, perhaps 100 journalists in absolute silence, it was one of the most heartbreaking things I have had to see, and still 13 years later I still remember it as one of the most heartbreaking things I've had to experience as a journalist.
Okay. Jonah, tell us more about why it's taken German authorities, so long to come up with this news.
Well, it's obviously extremely difficult. There's been other leads, there's been other suspects, there's been other ways the investigation has been going. It's obviously a very hard thing. A girl disappears in the middle of the night. There's no witnesses. For any police department, this would be difficult. And this is also obviously spanning several countries in Europe. Now, the German authorities seem to be relatively certain that they have the right person here, and Madeleine McCann's parents' lawyer has also said that this is the most specific evidence and this is the most specific case that he has seen so far. So there is a little bit of optimism there that maybe the parents and the siblings of Madeleine McCann can get some sort of closure now.
Okay. Well, we do know that the Portuguese, the German and the British police have reopened an inquiry now. But, anybody who's familiar with this case, especially British viewers, will know that there have been quite sour relations between the McCann family and Portuguese police.
Well, it certainly has been. There's even been a law, a case of libel where the head of the police in this town was sued because of a book he wrote where he alleged that the parents of Madeleine McCann were involved in her disappearance. Now, there is no doubt there's been a friction between the family and the police in Portugal and also between the different police departments. So if this case now ends, it's obviously, fingers are probably going to start being pointed in different directions saying, well, maybe this is something that could have been solved quicker, sooner by, for example, the Portuguese police or by the British investigators.